Up, guys?
Okay, it's recording. We're live. I'm just kidding.
The gang's here.
Couch Co-op. This is our second podcast.
Replayability. When I think of replayability, I think of games that I can play over and over without getting tired of them, without them growing stale. Because there's some games that I play one time and I don't want to ever touch it again. Like it either drained me, or it was too long, or I can just tell right from the bat that it wasn't going to have that replayability factor to it. A good example of a game that has good replayability, I think, as he's getting attacked over there, is me and Vinny here. We're just talking about it. Mario Wonder. It came out. Was it 2 years ago?
Yeah,
2 years ago.
Oh yeah, no, 2023.
Yeah, 2 years ago, and I 100% that game. And as soon as I beat it and 100% it, I was immediately thinking about replaying it. And that to me is a good sign of a game that has
Which game was
replayability. Mario Wonder.
Oh.
That was a really good game. I was already thinking about playing it again, and I'm just kind of holding off because I don't want it to. I want it to have its charm again, and I feel like in a year it'll probably have that because that'll be about 3 years since I first played it. And so that's what I like to do.
3 years, Mario Wonder?
I think it was 2020.
2023.
I thought it came out last year.
Was it last year? Oh, wait. No, that's 2 years ago.
Late 2023.
Okay, late 2023. So if I were to replay it, I'd play it at the end of this year. So it'd be like 2 years and it would be fresh again. I don't think, if I would have waited and just did it a year, I think it might have, I remembered a lot of the secrets or remembered a lot of the stuff, and it probably wouldn't have been as good. I mean, it's still, like I said, it's still good replayability. And then you think of games like Donkey Kong Country. That's another game. The new one just came out. That one, I think that has replayability.
But
that has
aren't
good
you
replayability.
doing the same things? Like, wouldn't you want like a game that you can do different things in? Like, I feel like it's the same structure though.
Yes, that's true. But then you have those games that are like comfort food that you just want to play. Just like me and Vinny every
game?
week. Yeah, a cozy game. We go to what is it? NES Classics Challenge or whatever, the one on the Switch that just came out last year. We play it every week, and it's the same games. We just replay them over and over for better times. That's fun. That has replay. That's a ton of replayability. I think when you're chasing something, it does. Like if we were just playing it just without going for S ranks or going for times, it might get a little boring. But I think with having that competitive aspect to it adds replayability.
Real quick, I think that ended up being my most played game last year.
Which one?
Like in terms of the NES Championship.
NES Championship.
Chasing each other's times.
Yeah, that was up there for me.
I think when you're playing with somebody and competing, it's definitely you're gonna go back and play and play and play.
Yeah, that one definitely is up there.
But what about like a game like
you're talking about like I think I know where
like
you're going.
Tomb Raider, BioShock,
Skyrim.
Not Skyrim.
GTA.
Kind of not the hardcore RPG ones, because I know do you play RPGs?
I love RPGs.
Yeah, he does.
Stuff like that. Like besides RPGs, because like RPGs you can go back and play a different character or different.
Yeah, that makes sense. You can always do a different path for characters
versus like the kind of more linear games like BioShock and Tomb Raider. What else? Because I just recently got back into BioShock, and I hadn't played that since its release, but I can definitely say that it feels 100% fresh for me, so I'm playing it again.
That's the sign of a good game that has good replayability. If you can play it again and it feels fresh, or games that have that are procedurally generated, like Returnal, like that has good replayability because every time you play it, the layers are different, the level architect is different than when you played it the first time. And so games like that add replayability. Yeah, I mean, if you guys have other games, I mean, those are just games that come to mind. Usually platformers. It's usually platformers for me. And then card games or games like Balatro, stuff like that has constant different runs, like roguelikes. So those are all really good for replayability.
So I know a lot of people spend their time just with the same games, live service games usually, like Fortnite, Call of Duty, and things like that. Those aren't usually for me. The only one in recent memory that I can think of that Tony and I would play sometimes was Fall Guys. We'd get back. We played that a ton too.
That was fun. That was good. Until it got what's the term?
I just
until it got What's the company's name that owns
Oh,
it?
Epic.
Till it got Epic gamed.
It was
You
fun
can
while it
delete that.
lasted. But yeah, usually replayability. I don't replay games very often, especially modern ones, because they're so long and so big that usually I'll play it once. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Long and big. Usually I'll just play through it once and then I move on from it. But for me, replayability is I always go, like you were mentioning. I always go back to the classics. For me, it's like SNES platforms.
Oh yeah, like Kirby All Stars. I know you're going there.
There's games I'll play
actually,
like yearly, like a tradition. Just over and over, and just like I did as a kid, over and over when I didn't have too many games or whatever. I would just play the same ones over and over. So Super Mario Brothers 3, Super Mario World,
Classic.
Kirby Superstar.
I was gonna mention
Donkey Kong
World.
Country on SNES, that trilogy.
Let's not forget the Spyro and Crashes. Those were always good.
Those were games I could just play over and over. I would never get tired of them. Modern games don't really have that appeal.
That is true. It's very rare to see a modern game the platformers. They're not as replayable as they used to be.
Yeah.
Either they're too long or they're just not as. I don't know what it is.
Even modern platformers, I feel like they're almost too bloated too, with all the collectibles in the levels.
Too much, yeah.
What I like going through is I could put Super Mario World on, and it's like I still have the muscle memory from the child. I'll just run through it.
Yeah.
And
get
it's
the secret exits and all that.
Secret exits and
because that's the whole thing about that game is just getting the secret exits and finding all 96, right? I think it's 96 different
levels. Yeah.
96 different exits. Yeah. Either 2 on a level, something like that.
Yeah, so for me, replayability, it's all about just older games, mostly from my childhood. They have that comfort food factor, and that's always good to go back to. So
even the 64 games. Because I know the graphics.
Hot take, audience. I don't like the Nintendo 64. Mario 64 sucks.
I have to back him on this. I have to back him. Mario 64 is pretty fucking bad. And this is coming from someone that loves Mario games.
Gameplay-wise.
Loves platformers, loves 3D adventure games, 3D platformers. That game has aged terribly. Like
I didn't even like it back then.
I did like it back then, but as I went through and saw how many games are better than it, it's really hard to go back to. And just the
how old were you guys at that time?
I was 6?
I was 6.
7. I was 6 years old.
7 or 8.
But I played it when I was probably 7 or 8.
But the reason I didn't like it is because I came off Super Mario World and I just wanted more 2D platformers,
Yeah.
And then Mario's in 3D and I'm like, what is going on here? This is not. That's not what I want.
But let's be honest, that game has replayability. For this conversation.
It does. Yeah.
We're not talking about whether we like it or not. The game has replayability. Well, every time you play it, it feels fun and fresh.
Because they ported it over to the Switch with the 3D
All-Stars.
Yeah.
And for me, going back to the 64 version, it's boxy as heck. But at least for the Switch version, I'm so grateful they put it on there. Mm-hmm. They kind of I think they modified it, or I don't know if they left it at its same
HD-ish a little bit.
Because I know the DS version they added Yoshi and
they didn't do that with
Luigi.
this one. Yeah,
so I'm thankful that they didn't do that because it's kind of I don't know.
A lot of people don't hot take, that version's a little better.
The Switch one?
No, the 3DS one.
The DS one?
With the extra stars, the 20 extra stars or 30 extra stars. Has 150.
Like a complete package, yeah.
Yeah, and the mini games, those are so good. But no, I guess the way that game controls, I don't know how I 100% that game with the D-pad. Yeah. Thinking about it, going from a joystick to a D-pad.
Mario?
On the DS, yeah, you played it with a D-pad. Unless you had the nub. You played with the nub, the little joystick.
The regular DS.
Yeah.
Not the 3DS.
Oh, yeah, the DS.
The 3DS has a joystick.
It's Mario 64 DS, yeah.
The 64, that wasn't without its replayable games also, though, you're right.
What games?
Zelda, Ocarina of Time,
Mario Kart,
over and over, Mario Kart.
7, yeah. Those are the staples.
Great, party games, Mario Party. And then
Mario Party,
the GameCube, Super Monkey Ball, of course, play that over and over and over. Just endlessly.
Smash Brothers.
Smash Brothers.
Smash Brothers. See games like that.
The games that you could just go back to. Easy ones that you could put on, not get too invested in. Level-based platformers are like an easy go-to, or short adventures like Zelda and stuff. So
it's getting harder and harder to see more games that are replayable. Most games aren't. Oh, I know a good example of a modern game that's replayable that isn't a platformer or party game. It's Resident Evil 4. That's a good
that's
one.
not a remake though, is it?
It doesn't. We're just talking about replayability.
No, but you're talking about modern console.
So
no,
even the original one is replayable. The one on the GameCube and PS2, but even the one that they remade is replayable.
No remakes. What's replayable to this day?
Yeah, Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, so
that's original.
It's an original game. Yeah,
because that one, when you completed the campaign, you get like miniguns and stuff. Where you could, the enemies were no longer
rocket launcher,
yeah, it was just like you're gonna blaze through.
The modern replayable games, I would also say too, is Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh,
yeah. I was gonna say Breath of the Wild, but since Tears of the Kingdom came out, definitely Tears of the Kingdom over Breath of the Wild.
Oh,
because there's just
because you can build shit. Yeah. Definitely. Like, people put hundreds of hours into that game. I can see that. I forgot to mention Mario Kart. We didn't say, it's 64, but Mario Kart
just a series
8. Mario Kart 8, I think.
What were the games that I put hundreds of hours in?
Pokemon games. Yeah.
Pokemon.
That's actually a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
okay.
You could talk about that because you can shiny hunt and stuff.
Well, yeah, there's a lot to do in those games. You can complete
IVs.
Complete the Pokédex. So I would originally play the games just to beat them, and then I'd go back and do because I wanted to enjoy the game, and then I'd go back and complete the Pokédex. But then that would require trading with people, and it's so hard to trade people online. But then once you complete the Pokédex, you get the shiny charm, and then you can go and shiny hunt. And then there's the goal of completing the Pokédex with all shiny Pokemon.
Damn.
Some people do that too. So that's
hardcore, man. Yeah. I would never do that. I don't even think that's possible.
Oh, it's possible.
Oh, I'm sure.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's possible.
With like 1,000 hours?
Oh, probably
more.
But have you seen like these mainstream Poke YouTubers where
that's all they do, huh?
They do a shiny. They call it the shiny living dex.
But that's nuts.
I couldn't live like that. I don't
that's like you don't have a life. Like, no offense, like you gotta like no life Pokemon for no. I've seen you do it. It's nowhere near that level. You'll get like a few shiny. We're talking these guys are dedicating everything.
Well, I mean, some of these YouTubers are doing it, and
I know they're doing it as a job, but it's still ridiculous. Like,
and it can be exhausting because like I spent like 2.5 hours, and the rates are a lot better with the newer games, but I spent 2.5 hours shiny hunting in Iron Valiant.
And you finally got it.
And I finally got it, but that was with the shiny charm and sandwiches and Scarlet. In Scarlet and Violet, you use sandwiches to boost your shiny levels. It doesn't boost the shiny. It boosts the spawn rate of a certain fairy type. So it would be like 20 times more fairy types than other Pokemon. But they definitely, what's that term you guys use? Cheese it. They cheese the shiny hunting, because before it used to be like
it used to be harder,
1 in 2,000 or 1 in 1,000, and then now it's like 1 in 400 with all the.
Let's not talk about the time when you lost the Moltres while you were driving on the highway going 75 miles an hour. Explain this one.
It's because I was shiny hunting and started dating you for the first time.
It's your fault.
I really wanted to see you, but I really wanted to
Where were you shiny hunting? Where were you shiny hunting?
880.
What is 880?
It's like a major congested highway.
And how were you on the side shiny hunting? Did you pull the car over?
Can we not talk about illegal activities right now?
She was driving a vehicle going probably 80 miles an hour, shiny hunting, and then lost the Moltres while she was shiny hunting. When she told me that, I was like,
because I put it in sleep mode.
God.
But this was Let's Go Pikachu. So I put it in sleep mode, but apparently the timer still runs in sleep mode.
Oh my god.
So I had a shiny, I put it in sleep mode because I didn't want to rear end somebody, even though I was already playing that within the first 15 minutes of getting to your house. And yeah.
Wait, so did it
my god.
Did it flee?
So there's
that what happened, or?
Let's Go Pikachu. There's a timer.
Let's fucking go.
Oh, yeah.
There's a timer for the shiny, or not the shiny hunts, but for like legendaries, I think. Or there's a timer.
Oh,
when you,
like
when
in
you
the
try-
battle?
I totally forgot about that.
No, when you try to catch a Pokemon. There's
Oh,
you don't battle
they
Pokemon.
actually have a timer?
You don't battle Pokemon in that game.
Oh.
You
That's right.
battle other
That's
trainers,
right.
but you don't battle Pokemon. But in the Pokemon with the encounter, it's like Pokemon Go. You have a timer to catch it.
And you didn't
Maybe
know
It
that?
runs away. Not with the. I didn't realize. I think. It's been so long since I played it, but I know with the legendaries, 100% there was a timer. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have done it.
You're right, yeah.
But you didn't know with the birds it was.
But I thought putting it in sleep mode, I would
And
like, pause it, but then
didn't?
it kept running the timer,
So
and
then
I
you turned
logged
back
in.
on.
And it
Did
was
you
gone.
pause the game?
No,
well, you can't pause in
you can't
battle. You can
pause
only
it.
just put it in sleep.
Yeah,
Oh,
so I
she
did in
did.
sleep mode.
And it still counts as a timer?
It counts the timer.
Even
yeah.
in sleep mode?
I think so.
With
yeah.
the home
I
button?
lost it. Yeah.
So you press the home button?
I pressed the home button, put it
Oh,
not in sleep
wow.
mode. I pressed the home button and then I put it on the side and then I don't
that's
know.
what I would have done.
And then you came back and it was like,
yeah, I got to
split.
his house and I was
Oh
like,
my god.
That
No,
sound
oh
weird.
yeah.
so I had like I think 300 encounters with it because you have to soft reset, go save, and do all that
it's a pain in the
shenanigans.
ass. I remember she was doing it for like a whole day. And when she told me she lost, she was devastated.
Yeah, I literally spent a whole day on that.
Yeah, so that's shiny hunting for you guys.
2025, I was going to say 2024, but now in the new year, what games would you guys start to replay? Because I feel like replaying games is what you do in between a new release.
When games are, yeah. Well, we're kind of doing Donkey Kong right now.
Well, it's a re-release.
It's technically a re-release.
So that's kind of like a replay.
We're technically replaying.
And then
yeah.
I'll probably move on to Tropical Freeze.
Yeah,
replay
same.
that one again.
And honestly, I really want to play Wonder. So who knows? Maybe I'll play Wonder before the fall. I don't know. I that's one of those games that I keep thinking about. I've been wanting to play Spyro. It's on my bucket list.
Did you never play the remake?
No, I played.
You did.
I never played the remakes. Yeah, I played the original trilogy,
Oh.
obviously, but the remake on the PS4.
Mm-hmm.
The,
You didn't play it?
I didn't play it. I played the first game. I played like 2 worlds, but I want to go back and I want to do all the I want to do the platinum for all 3, and so that's been on my bucket list of games to play along with like my backlog. But that for some reason that's rising to the top of my backlog. I don't know why. It's a game I think about all the time because replayability. It's got that factor to it, and same with the Crash trilogy. But I did do that. I did that on the Switch, so I kind of I scratched that itch, so I'm happy for that.
Yeah, is there something you need to say? What are you going to replay this year?
Yeah.
Let me ask her.
She's
Like,
all,
it's-
I'm gonna replay
Wait,
eating
what you-
stuff.
What is your? Are you scared? Get scared. Yeah.
I'm trying to eat it.
Of course she would do that.
Oh no!
She wants to eat it.
She likes how it feels.
Oh no! She said no! No!
She had
Oh
nowhere
my
to
God.
run.
Drop it! Drop it!
Hey.
Leia, drop it!
She got him again.
Hey!
She's fine. She's fine.
Oh my god!
Now she's not
Of
scared.
course she would.
Yeah, they always our special guest here. One of them. She's like, what about me?
Hold on. Lulu is the other one. She's
Yeah.
getting her booty rubbed.
Yes. Tears of the Kingdom. Or Breath of the Wild.
She already said that.
Yeah.
She said Tears of the Kingdom.
But are you going to go back to it like
Uh.
now? Or this year or
Oh, I got one.
He has
after.
to beat it though.
Yeah, I do.
something?
I
think
beat
I'll-
Breath of the Wild. I gotta beat
Those
Tears
are
of the
games I'll
Kingdom.
probably have to replay in like another five years or
So
something.
Tears of the Kingdom is not a game you would want to play again?
Not replay over and over and over and over.
Oh,
like I go
okay.
back to it, so I'm like, it's still too fresh in my brain.
That's how I feel about Wonder. Like I want to play it, but I want to give it like an extra year. I think it needs 2 years, and then it'll be like, oh
Yeah, that's good.
Fresh
Yeah,
again.
okay.
No, the game I was thinking about that I've been wanting to play too. Another one on there, Link's Awakening.
Oh,
I love
yeah.
that game. I
That's
played it
really
one
good.
time, 100% it. That was another one, just like Wonder. I 100% it. I think that's a good sign of a good game with good replayability is when you 100% it, which is doing the extra bit, and then once you 100% you're done, you automatically think about, I would do that again.
Yeah, you still want more.
You want to do it
You wanna
again, and that's why I was gonna start it on the hard mode, but then I was like, nah, probably not. Hard mode might be too annoying. And
Master mode. My favorite thing to do in both of the games was Lionel hunting.
Oh,
Uh,
it's like shiny.
In master mode, the Lionels were super hard, but I figured it out to the T. You had to kind of get them stunned, hit the horn, get your air flow so that you can do either Rivali's Gale or do your little thingy, and then you do a bunch of arrows until they're. Yeah.
You killed them?
There's videos on that.
Only like
the ones
the
you needed
required
to?
ones or whatever. Yeah,
The red one?
You didn't actually hunt, you didn't hunt the big boys?
I wasn't hunting them, no.
They were scary at first, but then I was like,
they're
oh, okay, they're not
intimidating.
so bad. But in the new ones, the dragon, the three-headed dragon.
Oh, the what are they called?
Leok or some shit.
Leox, yeah, those
right,
things are
right.
annoying. I experienced one on that bridge.
But those are now. Once you get a
Are
method
those
going,
basically the Lionels now?
yeah,
Because there's no Lionels in this
There are
game.
Lionels.
Oh, there are.
There's
Oh,
Lionels,
okay.
I just wish they'd do a master mode. I would
I
replay
know.
it.
I'm
Well-
surprised there's been no DLC for that
Ooh,
game.
what did you eat? That stinks. Let me see.
Rumors are that they're going to do a master mode with the release of the new Switch.
Oh,
I
maybe
guess we
that's what
could.
they're
I guess
waiting
we
for,
could
huh?
pivot into that now, because I think we talked about replayability enough.
Well, because they're gonna have backwards compatibility, but not with every game.
I'm
No.
thinking that's
No.
like Animal Crossing, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Why
why
would it
Animal
be
Crossing?
limited? Well, I
Why
don't
would you
know.
say that?
Just because remember, like even with the Switch transferring between consoles, you can move some games, right? I
okay.
think
So you
some of the Pokemon games you can't too,
Some of the
right?
saves you couldn't. I
Yeah.
So you
don't
think some of those games might not transfer over?
Right. Just
That would
because,
suck.
I mean, and those that's like Animal Crossing, and I think mostly Pokemon games, right?
Yeah.
You can't transfer them.
So
from
then, what about
console
your
to
file
console.
that's on your OG Switch? If you want to transfer all your files over to the new one,
I think those limited games just stay.
They
on
won't
there.
transfer over?
There's like
Well, there's
system.
cloud
Damn.
save. You can do cloud save, right?
Animal Crossing
I think
has like a.
no, they introduced it for Animal Crossing.
I think it's like a weird.
No, but they added it, and same with some of the Pokemon games. Not all of them, but I think some of them you can.
There's weird criteria. For
I
it or
know,
something.
but they were talking about that on the podcast too. How Rev had to call Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna call it.
I don't know.
So I think that, like those
Call
limited
it,
games won't be transferred. But I was happy to see that they're carrying on like your Nintendo account for the first time finally,
Yeah.
and it's not thankfully I think that's because of the Nintendo Switch Online subscription
Yeah.
and everything, and I'm really looking forward to Switch too. I'm hoping to see their virtual console be expanded too with maybe some games.
And let's not charge us $1 to add to get the games again, like they did on the Wii U
Oh,
to
they
the
did that?
Switch.
They charge you $1?
No, the Wii
Yeah.
to the Wii U. Remember
Yeah,
that?
if
you had the game already, there was like
that's
a
right.
$1
It
upcharge
was
or
a
something.
discounted rate.
Yeah,
that's
so you had to
weird.
rebuy the games again. That was so
Well,
scummy.
that's why moving to digital is such a bad move because you don't own the game.
Mhm.
Any digital
They could
game
take it
you
away
have
from
in your
you
console,
anytime.
they can
Yeah.
just remove
They can do
it
whatever
and-
they want, but with physical, you can't do that.
Yeah, that's why they want to stray away from physical. They're just like, we have to protest and not.
Well, clearly Nintendo's not trying to stray away from it, or they wouldn't have gone the physical route with the Switch too. So they're maintaining that, and I think they understand the value to that. But they still were pretty scummy. I'll never forgive them for that, for doing that shit with the Wii U to the Wii to the Wii U. Charging, like, I had Mario World already on the Wii, and then when I wanted to buy it again, I had to pay like an extra. I think it was like, they were charging like $10 or something, and then it was like $3 to basically transfer it over. And it's like, bro, I already bought this game on the Wii 8 years ago, and now you're charging me another $3 That was the scummiest shit ever.
Yeah.
And they did that, and they got away with it too.
You'll probably get some better third-party games like at launch now, though, too.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe.
Definitely.
New Assassin's Creed games will probably come to that console.
Well, the Nintendo Switch 2 is supposed to be as powerful as the Steam Deck.
Yeah,
that's what I
heard.
Or more powerful. But my Steam Deck couldn't handle Dragon Age Valguard.
Really?
It crashed a couple times.
Wow.
So I'm like, how powerful?
Yeah. What other games are you looking forward to for the Nintendo Switch?
Mario Kart, whatever it's gonna be. Mario Kart 9 or 10.
Pokemon Z3.
Oh,
Heard
yeah,
of
yeah.
that?
If they do another Arceus like Pokemon,
That's
hell
what it is.
yeah.
That's
what it is.
Pokemon Legends, yeah.
Oh,
Oh
it
hell
is?
yeah.
Yeah, it's
That
Pokemon
sounds
Legends Z to A or whatever.
Oh, Z to A.
It's part of the Legends series, though.
Oh, okay.
That's
So I'm
gonna be sick.
hoping like that gameplay.
You beat it,
is
right?
something-
Arceus?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
full
fun.
Pokemon.
Do you remember that last battle? That was sick.
Yeah,
huh?
man.
Oh,
I
with,
love it.
yeah.
Giratina?
Yeah.
Was it with
I
Giratina?
haven't played that one, but I've seen it online.
No, you did the you did the
I got
extra
full
part
decks.
too.
There's
Yeah,
there's always an epilogue.
Oh, I didn't do that
There's
vlog.
always an
I just
epilogue.
beat Arceus and then I stopped there.
Yeah, there's always an epilogue in the Pokemon.
Don't you have to go back and do like the 3 mythicals or whatever after that? You have to go and get them on the islands or something?
Yeah.
the-
Oh, you did all that?
Oh yeah, dude.
You see,
Yeah.
love that
Miss
game.
Spirit
Yeah, that
and
game
what
was
else?
great.
Basil?
Yeah.
That was a good Pokemon game.
Oh yeah.
It's probably ranked in one of my highest favorite.
One of the best,
top.
easy top 3 at
Oh,
least.
easy. It's up there with Heart Gold, that, and then probably
I would say Platinum.
Platinum, probably, yeah, or Emerald.
Emerald.
Well, that's the same, right? No, that's the one before. Okay, yeah. It's for me, it's top 3, but I can understand people putting it top 5. Yeah.
Yeah. So Pokemon Legends ZA. What else we got?
Is there a Metroid game?
Metroid Prime.
Metroid
4.
Prime.
Finally.
A new Mario 3D, probably either Galaxy 3 or Mario Odyssey 2. It's one of those. I don't think it's anything else. It's one of those two.
What thrills me the most is those games are going to come soon.
They're probably going to be launch titles.
We haven't had a mainline Mario 3D platformer since Odyssey. At the launch of the console or
Bowser's Fury.
Yeah,
Doesn't count.
Doesn't really count.
Mario Wonder.
Well, when they
But
announced
a 3D platform.
when they announced the original Switch, I think there was a 5-month gap. It was October, and then they released it in March. So I think we have a 5-month gap for the new.
She thinks it's going to be May.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, May.
Because and then like a lot of people are speculating. So there's the camp that says it's going to release during this event, and then there's the camp that says there's no way they're going to do it during. It's going to stymie the release. They're going to do it after. But then people are like, well, they're going to do it during because they're going to promote it.
Yeah,
and that makes I like both ideas.
You're talking about the events in LA and New York,
and then the one that's happening in the UK or Europe or something after.
I think they'll do that because they still had events showing off the original Switch,
but they did those before.
But it was going on too after the Switch was already.
Okay.
But the launch window or the launch lineup and launch window could be crazy because the last mainline Mario we got was 2017 when the console came out. Mm-hmm. That was 7 years ago. They
that was like right after, right? Yeah.
There's bound to be like a Mario close to launch.
Yeah. Animal Crossing. We've been talking about that.
Animal Crossing.
We're due for an Animal Crossing.
Unless they do
5 years.
You know how they released the 3 Mario games in the All Stars? I think they'll probably do a Zelda.
Can they give me like Ocarina of Time remake?
I don't think that's going to happen.
No. We need Ocarina of Time.
I think we're going to see Wind Waker. We're going to see Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, and the 3DS Zeldas. The 3DS Zeldas.
No, I think it's going to be
Spirit Tracks with the mouse, the new mouse pointer. Can you imagine? That's what they've been talking about. I've been hearing that.
No one wants those games.
But they're going to do it because Nintendo's going to Nintendo.
Oh, they suck.
They always do that. They take the gimmicky stuff and they're going to.
I'll take another.
You'll take Spirit Tracks.
I won't.
You will.
I'll take another release of Twilight Princess
and Wind Waker.
Yeah.
But let's do this quick PSA real quick. Don't scout the Switch 2 because they're releasing enough for everybody.
Oh yeah, the factories are working overtime.
Yeah. It's rumored that things being so manufactured so heavily that there's already some on the black market in China and stuff. Yeah.
There's three on the black market.
Mm-hmm. Any Zelda remakes, I'll take it, even if there's not a new one.
So okay,
not Spirit Tracks.
Or what's the one after the Phantom Hourglass? Phantom Ass.
That's when they went on that Toon Link.
It was Wind Waker.
Right?
So
Wind
essentially,
Waker, and all that, they were all Toon Link.
Were those after Wind Waker?
Yeah.
Oh, so they went on they rode that wave,
and
I think that's why people got tired. They hated it because they didn't like Wind Waker, and then now those are beloved games. To look back on,
not Spirit Tracks.
I would say not the DS ones, but
everyone
Wind
likes
Waker.
Wind Waker.
Yeah, Wind Waker.
People didn't like the art style at first because it came off,
kiddie.
It came off the realistic, at the time, N64 Zeldas,
Yeah,
And
that's the comparison, huh?
Yeah, and then that game ended up being great.
Yeah,
and that art style still looks good.
Well, I tried replaying. Which one?
The cell shaded. Yeah.
Which one did I get from you?
Wind Waker.
Yeah, I tried playing it. I didn't like the camera angles. I wasn't fond of the camera angles, but I was playing it on the original.
You got to play it on the Wii U.
Wow, yeah.
But maybe if they remake.
You would love Wind Waker. You got to play that.
I know, but I can't get over the.
You just got to get used to it. You got to get used to it.
Maybe.
Or play the Wii U version. It's probably better.
Maybe I might stream it if anybody tunes in.
What game or what series will be at launch for the Nintendo Switch 2? Each of us pick a series, and we can also say the same one. But
I mean,
I'll let you go, Anna. Pick two major or two games that you can see being at the launch, like two major titles.
Mario Kart and either. I think Mario Kart and Pokemon, because that's what they
Pokemon,
announced.
okay, that's
what they
interesting.
announced. I was gonna say Zelda, but that's what they announced.
Which
already.
Pokemon?
Z3A.
I don't know if that's.
do you think
what it
that
is.
do you think that's going to have its own SKU on Switch too, or is that because they said it's
Its
a
own what?
Switch, like its own like a reissue on the Switch too? Because that game they showed it off for the Switch, right? But like so when it
No, they announced. They didn't. All they did was a trailer for Z3A. They didn't show any gameplay or any of that.
Wait,
so...
why is it Z through A?
because it takes place in like the X and Y universe.
So it's
Yeah,
X,
because-
Y,
Because
Z.
in Pokemon X and Y, they had a Pokemon named Zygarde.
Oh, so Z, and
So it's
then
gonna be in
what's the A?
No, I actually don't know what the letters stand for.
Okay.
Alakazam.
Alakazam.
I don't know. It's probably gonna follow the RCS format Legends, but it's gonna be based off of the X and Y universe, or not universe, but
I
X
thought
and Y.
that game was supposed to come out like before the Switch, like early this year. I thought. I guess they don't have a release.
They
date
said
for it now.
2025.
Yeah,
so
that's
Yeah,
they didn't
I don't know why, but I don't think that's gonna be a launch
I mean,
title.
honestly, with them announcing the Switch 2, I don't see any of the games. Like, whatever they're going to release, I
There's
feel like
no
it's
more
indie
big
games.
games for the Switch. Yeah.
I feel like it's indie games. All the big games aren't going to come out. Because they have another Direct, right, in April?
Yeah, that's when they're gonna
Go
blow
deep
up the
dive into
console,
it.
show off the
That's why
games. Yeah,
that's why I think
Can't
in
wait for
May,
that.
in April, they're going to be like, it's coming out next month. Pre-orders open now.
Oh, like
uh,
after April, like
Well,
May.
During their Direct,
Yeah.
they're going to... Because they're going to go deep dive into...
Yeah. All the peripherals and all that.
Deep dive into the Switch 2, and I think that's what they're gonna be like. Oh, pre-order now.
Oh, like after the Direct, yeah.
Releasing in May.
Oh, that'd be
100%,
crazy,
yeah.
huh? That actually makes a lot
They
of
said
sense.
it's releasing in 2025, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying they're going to release it in the fall because they're saying that they're going to try to beat the GTA wave, which makes sense. I would.
That's coming out when
That's
September.
so.
No, I think it's this year.
No.
You sure?
2026?
No, I'm pretty sure it's this year. Yeah, it's this
I
year.
think they said this year.
It's September.
Because everyone's talking
October,
about, like,
September. Yeah.
Everyone's
No,
planning.
it
out
got
their-
delayed into 2026.
No, it's
GTA 6 release date.
look it up.
Oh, 2025.
What if GTA 6 was coming to Switch too? No.
That's what some people they were talking about. I don't think so.
Ow.
Yeah, no, it's 2025.
That's going to be
Is
fall.
there an actual release date for it?
No.
No, it's just fall. It's
It
probably
says
fall.
2025, and then they're gonna do a release date soon.
So for me, the games that if I had to choose, obviously Mario Kart, and then the other one I'm gonna say is a 3D Mario game. I just think that we're due for
I don't
one.
think they're gonna do Mario and Mario.
You don't think too?
Because when
That's a
they did
good point.
when they did the
They're,
first
like,
Switch,
cannibalized.
didn't
Yeah,
they
it
do?
kind of does.
Did
huh?
they do Mario and Zelda?
Oh,
Well, no.
I feel
Mario,
like it's always gonna be Mario.
Did they do
and then
Mario and
another
Zelda?
the
for
Switch,
any launch?
Switch came out in March. Zelda was there.
Oh,
It was
Zelda.
also on Wii U, and then
Mario came out that
in
year
October.
in
A
October.
few months later.
So they might just do a Mario. Okay. I agree. You make a good point. So I have to pivot here. So Mario Kart for sure, and then you know what? Maybe like a.
Because it's always gonna be one more.
It's got to be one big title and then a softer
Like a
title.
secondary.
A
What
secondary.
did the Wii? What did the Wii release? And I was gonna say release.
It was Red Steel.
Well,
It was
Nintendo.
Twilight Princess.
yeah, Nintendo showed up with Twilight
What
Princess.
games released with the Wii?
It was Twilight Princess, Red Steel, and then was it Trauma Center? I don't know what else came out with it.
Twilight Princess and Mario Party 8.
Oh, weird.
That's
Mario
what it
Party
says.
8? No, that did not.
That's
There's
what
no
it
way.
says on the Google.
That did
That was
not.
there for
That
release.
was
That might be
no.
yeah.
That wasn't.
Well, then,
Why wouldn't you think so?
It was no. That's just because they have Mario Galaxy 2 on there. That's
No,
not
the
The
No.
Wii release.
the Wii release
The
at
Wii-
this time. At this what?
The
The
Wii-
launch.
the
The
Wii-
launch of the Wii
Listen,
release.
Linda, the Wii was released with many games including Wii Sports, Legend of Zelda,
Wii Sports.
Twilight Princess, and Mario Party 8.
Mario Party 8 did not
That's
release on that.
I
don't
believe. I can believe it.
Did it really?
Yeah, probably. That sounds about right. Wait.
No, there's
was
no
9,
way.
Was 9 on GameCube? What
9 was on. That was Wii. It was 8, 9, and 10.
I guess 8.
No, 8, 9.
someone on
no, wait,
Reddit.
8,
I
9.
can believe it.
8, 9,
Someone
and
on
10.
Reddit put a nice infographic.
No. But that doesn't that seem like it would take away from Zelda? But I guess not.
No. A Mario Party?
Red Steel. I remember Red Steel.
It's hard to see this.
I really think I must have bought Mario Party 8 and Zelda. I don't remember that though.
Okay,
Dude,
64. Okay, Nintendo NES was. Hello.
That scared me.
She has something to say. Are you looking it up?
Here, what do you have to say, Leia? Huh? Look at it. What do you have to say? Yeah. Nothing.
Okay.
Just say.
Still working on Mario Kart.
They're saying that there's going to be a special edition Switch that's Mario Kart 9.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then
So I'm thinking Mario Kart.
if it's not Mario Kart though, we're gonna get a 3D Mario.
Because they already announced Mario
Yeah.
Kart.
Yeah.
They
So-
kind of soft announced it. Yeah. Watch your
So-
foot there.
So
It makes sense that would be at launch.
So they already. There's a Mario Universe game, whether it's any Mario.
Yeah, it
but
doesn't matter
it's
what, it
either
has
gonna
to be Mario,
A
yeah.
Zelda or.
And it's
a
not
Pokemon.
Zelda.
Yeah.
We know that for sure.
But it's
yeah.
going to be either or.
Yeah.
So what does it give us down to? Mario and
It's-
Pokemon.
Yeah, and it's not gonna be Pokemon. So
I just said it, Mario and Pokemon. It's not going to be another. You can't do Mario and Mario.
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so it's probably Mario Kart. Yeah.
Mario
But-
Kart and Z3A.
What if they
No, it's
come?
not. I don't see Pokemon.
What if they come?
They announced it. Why wouldn't it be?
They announced it for this coming up. They didn't announce it as a launch title. Where'd you see
no,
launch title?
No, they never announced. We're speculating what the launch titles are going to be.
Yeah.
They never announced what the launch titles are.
Okay.
What do you think? I mean, but they showing off Metroid Prime 4 and that Pokemon.
Oh,
game.
Metroid Prime 4.
Like before they officially acknowledged the Switch 2, though. Like, does that?
So you don't think that
Like,
they
I
would...
think they're. I think those games are going to straddle the consoles. You know, maybe
Yeah.
like Breath of the Wild did. Maybe
Yeah.
they'll come out the same day and there'll be two different versions, like the Switch 1 version and the Switch 2 version. You know what I mean?
of Metroid Prime?
And that
I could
Pokemon
see
game.
Metroid Prime and Mario Kart on day one.
I'm thinking
That makes sense because Metroid is like a B tier game.
What do you think that they'll have something like? It'd be two racing games. I was gonna say Mario Kart and some like F-Zero or Star Fox. What if they dipped into one of those, you know,
I
like
can see
kind of
that.
secondary series games? Because they're never gonna do like
Yeah.
a Mario and a Zelda at release.
No,
because
and
that's too-
I don't think they'll do a Mario and Pokemon. I just don't.
No.
Like you said, it's cannibalizing.
Well, maybe Mario Kart and Pokemon.
No, you're saying cannibalizing is Mario and Mario, but they do two of the same universe.
Or like
Right?
Mario and
Yeah.
Zelda.
That's why, like in these, it's
I
There's
think
gotta
yeah,
be, like-
Mario
either
and
a
Zelda.
Mario game and another launch.
It's got to be like a premier franchise and then kind of a secondary one. So maybe
Like how they did with Pilot Wings, you know, or Wave Race. They always had a Wave Race. It seems like,
dude, I love this.
dude, that
I don't-
GameCube launch is crazy. I didn't realize those games were on there.
Let me show off Lulu.
Lulu,
Yeah.
come here.
Leia doesn't like when we. Aw. Sorry. But yeah, I guess that concludes our podcast.
Too many
Thanks
distractions here.
for watching.
Thanks for watching Couch Co-op.
You know, I'm gonna put that in there, right?
Go ahead. Ah!